A good show.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be lurking around here somewhere.
I know.
Yep.
Glad we found your.
Try it on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. 9 years plus and still running. Who would have ever thought they'd last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Les.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another glorious edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Because they deserved to be questioned.
Highly questionable.
Yes.
That's right. It is Monday, August 5th, 2024, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. And of course, as always, kicking off the week, giveaways are open. Exclamation bundle me on both streams, mine and Jack's. Exclamation I love free shit on my side. Exclamation pound the boutte on Jack's stream for a chance to win stream keys.
Yes.
And as always, if you want your own Steam keys, mystery game keys, all you got to do is donate 300 bits. And Jack or I, depending on who you send them to, will reach into the grab bag and get you your own personal key.
We'll do something.
We'll do something. That's right.
That's right.
But meanwhile, we're off to the races, and of course, a little behind the times apparently, because there were some patch notes that came out the other day.
We missed a patch.
Well, we missed two patches.
I think it's. Yeah. Yes, we did. Yes. Whoopsies.
Whoops.
But on July 30th, we missed that players may now use the /patch notes command in chat to open up the shroudoftheavatar.com patch notes page.
Because that was a really, really popular requested item. People really needed.
I never saw that anywhere
in the game. I know that's.
Did you ever see? So, where did that come from?
Just
that
something
request.
they threw in randomly. I never saw a request for it. Never heard anybody mention it. Don't know why they decided to do it now. Don't know why we even needed a patch notes command in game. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
maybe for people like us who missed them occasionally. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's something, right? It is something, but
Yeah,
it's
num
like
num.
there was no request from anybody that we saw, but this has a Jira ticket on it. But hey, they also corrected icons for several trophies. Out in Mistrinder, they fixed misscheduled fireworks. Out in the Plains encounter, they moved a floating garlic node to the ground. Out in Brookside, they renamed a misnamed letter and fixed an issue with the letter's decoration version pointing to one from another scene. Out in Central Brittany, they had lots of fixes with 2 overlapping barrels are no longer overlapped. They fixed a typo in Lee Stevens' job response. Zoe the merchant no longer claims to sell meat. They capped off tall towers that had no exits. Out in Ruined Keep, they fixed a number of large rocks that had Z fighting issues. Out in Mud, Janie the merchant now has a pointy tin hat as he claims.
Yay.
In Dr. Wiz's marketplace, they renamed from Doctor. That's a POT change, name change. Out in Saxon's Landing, they fixed an issue that was blocking players from teleporting to this scene, and fixed an issue where the pot siege visuals weren't showing up on Novia during a siege.
Andrew says they really work on the reported stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, Dr. Wiz's
Trust me.
place, not good enough. Yeah, well, apparently he decided he wanted a marketplace, and, if you're not listed as a marketplace, people don't, I don't even think I have that listed as one of my, because it's probably a new town.
Yeah,
And,
I've never been to Dr. Wiz's,
yeah.
but
Whiz.
yes.
Whiz.
Then on August 3rd, because years later we still have to patch the game in order to turn on and off sales, they reduced the Crown Store sales to their normal 20% and turned off the Crown of the Obsidian sale because realistically, that should be handled by a back-end patch that doesn't need a client patch. Oh, wait, that's if they designed things accurately. And then you could actually schedule things. But hey, these are all manual jobs requiring game patches. But yes, those are the 2 sets of patch notes that we missed. But the August 3rd one was on Saturday, so we weren't here for that. But yeah. Ah, yes.
And those are the patch notes. But yeah, why somebody or where they got patch notes to open up patch notes, just I don't know. Why did we even bother with that? Why did we even need that? Why did we even take time out to do that? I don't know.
Yes.
Donna, thank you very much. Much better. Still a little stuffy, but for the most part, over the
You're live.
hump, and yeah, you can probably tell from my voice I'm doing a lot better, and On the bright side, of course, yeah, we're still getting through this slash hurricane tropical storm that's going on down here. As if
Yes.
you checked out the green room, this is what the weather looks like over top of us right now.
Over the wing. The
Yeah,
wing is wet. It is
this
a
is
wet wing. Come on, open in browser. There it is. Can't even see the wing.
can't even see it. Yeah,
I know. The wing is fully covered in wetness. Yeah. Oh, I think it's hilarious that it's like I can't use slash commands to open a web browser for some odd reason. I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't care. Really.
yeah. Well,
But
see, the
yes.
thing I don't understand there, Belladonna Rose, is in the daily messages. There's a link to release notes almost always. So why would they have to add another command? To go ahead and second off, I mean, even we missed patch notes this time around, which
Yeah.
yeah, we are usually pretty good at checking them, or we'll notice that when we're logging in, there's a
Well, I mean,
patch which cues us to
the the daily message with, "Hey, this was patched on this date. Here's the patch notes." Really easy to update for that daily message.
yeah,
And
I mean,
I love the Make a Difference store went from 50% to a percentage of the profits down to 20% for the Make a Difference items. Yeah. But yeah, I mean there was no point for the patch notes. That they could have just updated the daily message for that stuff.
well, people just don't read in general, Belladonna. So yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah.
including us a lot
Uh,
of times.
hey. Yes.
Now, why put in all this stuff requests and people are just going to do click 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 click, or as
Yes.
one of my favorite comedy teams, Viva La Dirt League, are known for skip 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 skip. Except they don't want all the
Yeah.
cutscenes. They don't want all of this. They don't want all of that. They just want to get to the heart of things and get going.
I want to get to the fighting.
She says,
Oh
"Sorry, I
man.
got better things to bitch about." For example,
Yes.
please enlighten us. Enlighten us.
Maybe she wants to talk about that form that's going to get locked real soon.
I'm surprised they haven't locked it already, personally, but
Right. I think it's probably because they weren't paying attention over the
but
weekend.
but before we go there, let's talk about some testing directives. How about that?
Yeah, yes. Testing directive for release 128. Nothing to test this release? Really? The testing for the content was done in the release before it, because that was the updates for the port harmony testing directive and feedback.
Right, which was testing directives for 127, not testing directives for 128. Right? Let's
Hey,
see.
no, it was July 3rd that it came out.
Right?
So, and it was released this month. It was just released very early in the month. We did cover this
Yeah, let's
when it
see
came
here.
out.
Ah, yes, okay.
Yes, I mean this is the updates to the uh the port harmony quest where, hey, you can only go down one path with no option to reset it, and test other paths to make sure that they are all right without the dialogue saying these are the 4 different possible things, and hey, we also need to make sure that you get the rewards, and here's the logic for all that. Instead, it was things to keep in mind. This is not a repeatable quest. Treat any conversations as a bit more important than normal, at least regard to the main storyline. Without saying too much, you'll either get a good reward or better reward without it telling you, hey, look out for these. If you only get the good reward, don't panic because the last character you talk to will make up the difference. When you report bugs, try not to post spoilers. Your testing directive should already have all the spoilers in there, so that way your logic for the testing directives can be tested.
This is what we're looking for.
Yes. Because you want to make sure that the QA department... Oh, wait, there is no QA department. You want to make sure that the players volunteering their QA time are testing things accurately. Belladonna's finally realizing that my complaint is putting something in ends up broken, but never fixed.
No.
How many things have gone into the game that didn't require 2, 3, 4 patches in order to get it working correctly?
We're still waiting for them to fix fucking coconuts, for crying out loud.
Coconuts used to work gloriously.
They did.
And remember, you still can't actually delete them from your inventory without throwing them into the trash bin that had to be created.
Didn't have to. Somebody just couldn't figure out how to put the right-click delete on it, I guess.
Yeah.
You used to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, how many times have they broke coconuts 4, 5, 6 times?
You could delete them, then you couldn't delete them, and they worked, and they didn't work, and then you couldn't delete them, and then they worked,
Chris
and then
introduced
you could delete them.
actual horses and removed the movement speed buff for coconuts.
Actually,
movement speed buff.
I thought you still had a speed buff. You just don't have the animation anymore.
No, you don't have the speed buff anymore.
Oh, hold on, let's check this out.
Okay. Got to test this stuff. Got to bring up your character sheet. Go to show more. Look at your speed. And then go find your coconuts. Come on. If only equipping them worked the way it should. So 5.5 with coconuts equipped, 5.5. And no longer has the coconuts hitting each other animation.
Don't even have the sound anymore either.
Nope. And you can now interact with things with coconuts.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Can you interact with a vendor?
That's what I'm going to go check. But coconut, you can now interact with things.
All right, let's try flaming coconuts.
Can we open a door? Yeah, can even open a door. But yeah. But I want my horse trot animation. I want my speed buff for coconuts because coconuts are the best horse ever.
Yep, nothing. No clip clop. No trotting. Although I'm lagging like crazy using flaming coconuts right now.
Oh.
I mean, real laggy.
Gosh, yeah.
I look like the Bionic Man.
Dude, you wanted a debuff for movement speed, right? That's it right there.
Let's see. Was it only right over here where that happened, or what? Let's see.
No, on the lot, you were also chugging.
Yeah, no, it happened when I
Well,
came up here and turned around. Yeah. Okay. Apparently, there's something up here causing it to hitch.
Yep. But hey, I mean, it's like, how do you end up breaking things that were working?
Good question.
Yeah, it's like, why? Oh, why?
Good question.
So, what are we continuing on with?
We're going to move on to that never-ending topic.
You mean that ETA on the new subscription tiers? Because it got some additional. I can't believe some of these posts have not been deleted yet. Which one are we going to? Let's see.
We should start with my sub expires
Katsu?
tomorrow.
Okay, my sub expires tomorrow, so it would be nice to know if it's up and running yet. With no answer from Alley-oop. Followed by taking to account how much cash the shop has brought in. It's a miracle that they only just now figured out the subscription tiers. On topic, if you all cancel sub now, those new tiers will appear to store tomorrow. Adam Crow, what do you mean? Is this supposed to be a joke? No. It's like the saying goes, vote with your feet. If they can't implement a simple sub tier in the course of a month, how in the earth can we get anything done for this game? This is trivial stuff. Stop subbing, and there will be a fire under their seats, and it will get done faster. Berrigan, Catnip has no funds. Dev finds other jobs. Servers are shut down. Problem solved. Burst Valley. Soda doesn't really need much in the way if servers for gameplay. If you were willing to forego some features, you could probably run it off a Discord server. What? Database is going to be a little bit longer than that. Katu, canceling sub and waiting a week while your current sub is still running does not take money away. It sends a message. And the servers are using Photon networking, not something you can run in Discord server, whatever that means. I'm saying that Soda servers needs are limited enough that a free Discord server could probably handle it with some refact. No. Burst Malley, you're so wrong. Starving them of money is going to take a while. So basically, you think they're just being lazy and don't really care about getting this done? Because who would care about potentially extra revenue? Being able to hire more people and ultimately getting more accomplished? Berrigan, I'm going to point out.
Yeah, where have you been for the last 10 years, Bergen? Let's ask that question first.
Berrigan, where have you been related to the Shroud team not really realizing what their business model is? It is subs, kodos, and kodos are used to purchase digital assets, right? So, and subs always come with a couple of digital assets. So, the most important person here in order to continue sales is the artist responsible for creating new digital assets. So, if we go to things like the Crown Shop and go to the recently added, okay, How many of these things are actually brand spanking new?
Not many.
Are the horses, the animal spawners, really new?
Nope.
Are the combat sigil rugs or the sigil rugs brand new?
Nope.
Is the birthday cake brand new?
Nope.
Is the Lord British banner brand new?
Nope. Slightly, but not really.
Are the hitching posts Unity Store assets? Yes. But that is the closest to a brand new item for the game. So if their revenue model is creating new artwork for the game, new digital assets, okay, why are they still selling things from 2014 that are dated 2014? Why are they releasing things that were supposed to be one-time only availability or a very limited availability still in the game? Is that a misunderstanding of their own business model? I would say yes. Now, what about the question that I am no longer a subscriber until they complete developer challenge number 2, which has been waiting 7 years for that. Where are your subscriptions going to? Because remember, this game is owned by Catnip Games, according to information. Where is the subscription going to?
That be the company formerly known as Portalarium?
Which supposedly is a dead company.
Supposedly. Except they collect a lot of money.
Yes.
And don't pay
Which
any
means
taxes.
that they should also be paying taxes on all that stuff and doing everything else. So they can't actually be a dead company.
Well, yes, formerly, because they've been knocked out of what's the word? What do you call it when they take away your license in Texas?
The lack of a business license has been revoked.
Yes.
For taxing and things like that.
Yeah.
I
mean, believe it or not, I used to have a valid tax certificate in Texas just because when I came to Texas, if I wanted to sell NBNN merchandise during conventions in Texas, you needed a tax certificate in order to do that if you were selling physical goods right there in the state. So I actually was registered for quite some time, for several years, when we were doing conventions. And when, of course, when I stopped going to conventions, they kept sending me bills, and I said, "Listen, I'm no longer doing this. Take me off the rolls." Yeah.
Yeah. And hi there, Joey Dark Matter.
Joey Dark Matter. Welcome.
Okay. And Kato points out that the conversation about migrating to a Discord server is off topic, but you seem to not know how game servers work. There is absolutely no way to run this game on anywhere other than Photon servers. There is no way to port it to work with Discord. You think that Discord offers you a free database and servers to run the Photon somewhere? You think so little of this game, servers of this game are no way limited. There's a huge amount of code running to make it work. It's the Photon networking doing its magic, that it can be run without servers to play offline. But offline, I suppose, does not validate or invalidate anything. It just takes for granted if the client is killed something, give me XP and money. That's server side stuff. That is they're running, and you can't handle that on a free Discord server. And back on topic, well, I would not say lazy. So no, it's weird that you can take that out of what I said. I'm saying this should have been done at the beginning of the subscription system. There should have always been tiers. there's tiers for backers. It would have been quite expected to have tiers and subs at the start also. Also, I'm saying that when you notice that the players are willing to pay more each month, I would personally light the fire under my seat by myself and start focusing all my time for that. Because ultimate reasons for business is money.
You would
And
think.
if I would notice sudden drop of resubbing, I would hurry up to get the tiers up and running. And no matter what the tech stack there is, it can't take a month to complete. No way. I have personally integrated payment system or two, so I have some experience, and those do not take a month, including testing and QA, etc. It should have taken less than a week. So to put it simply, let them know that you are willing to sub for a higher tier, but you're waiting for them to pop up. The way to do this is to cancel your renewal and sending a message. Big hugs to everyone. Stay strong. And Berrigan, there's always the potential for the perception of a money grab. So I'm sure they needed to be careful in order to not alienate more of their players. The money grab label is something you are never going to get away from, Berrigan. At this point in time, it is.
Well, that's all it is a money grab.
We need to pay our developers so that way they can actually work on the project full time. Because right now, how many full-time developers are working on the project?
Oh no.
3.
How many artists are employed full-time to churn out new assets?
Oh, no.
1.5.
How many people do we know that from the community volunteer their time for Shroud development that are marked as developers?
All of them.
None.
What? Oh. They're already aware that people want higher tier subs. That's why they're implementing it. There's no reason to take negative action to send a message. They announced the tiers. They announced that they are doing things. Let's go back to the release patch notes. They announced all this shit is coming. Why did you pre-announce things that are not available? The huge chunk of the update was about the subscription and website updates. Including, and it's like, there should be a big ass banner on this, coming soon. Instead, here are the new 3 tiers.
Well, in all reality, this is another one of those. Hi, we're implementing this, but we're not, because this is in what we call the release notes for 128. Yes. But in 128 so far, we do not have this functionality. So why are we announcing it if it's not functional? Yeah. And again, this is a big portion of,
It's like you if you're going to do teasers, that's just an update, right? That is not the release notes. The release notes is only the stuff that's coming brand new in the release. And as we've pointed out in the past, where they were actually putting things from the patches, the monthly patches, into the release notes, like, we already covered this 3 weeks ago. It's already in the game. But yes.
Yeah, Dyson, we wouldn't argue if they were actually purchasing items from the Unity store and putting them in, but that's just not happening either.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah.
By
the way, it could just be as easily as interpreted as great. Another money grab. I'm canceling my subscription. Berrigan, if we went through all the ways that they have lost revenue based off of their decisions to continually annoy a large number of backers, right? There's serious disconnect for the Shroud team
Yeah. Of course,
as
said
far
it
as what
once,
their business model is and how to implement it.
said it once, said it hundreds of times, so I'm not going to get too crazy into it. But just between him and myself, they lost several $100s a month each
Yes.
from just
Yes.
Jack and myself. Several hundred just between the two of us. That's just two guys, two lonely news guys who are spending hundreds of dollars every month, gone out the window.
It's like, what? How did you fuck up your own business model so much? And why? And last, do you realize what time it is?
I do. We're running behind on doing our giveaways, so.
Yes, we are.
But you know those
Because Andrew Night Owl.
soapboxes, they take precedent. You know how that works.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a soapbox that seems to never go away. I mean, it only took them 2 years after
Well,
some
it
of
is, Michael.
the heritage items for them to realize, oh wait, we fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it took somebody who shall remain unnamed from pointing out and saying, "How much money have you all made from repackaging items? Can somebody please go back and maybe audit to see how much money over the last couple of years you've made by making that decision compared to how much you're not making as to whether it's worth the keeping it or not?" And of course, after somebody made that, you know, observation
Investigation.
and put a
They're
little
like,
fire under
oh,
their asses, as it may be, because people in here don't want to get banned by saying putting a fire under your ass. I can understand that. They took one look at it and they went, "Oh, we're not making any money off of this, so we might as well just go ahead and get rid of it." Yeah.
well, I mean,
Now, if we could just get rid of the vault.
Remember a couple of months ago when I actually asked about, because Ravelock said, hey, we're going back to reintroducing rares and rare rares. And then I asked the question about getting rid of the vault.
Yeah.
And removing the vault items, things like that, and getting rid of things that were never supposed to be back in the game, but they made an executive decision. Hey, these are art assets that we already have, and we can just relist them for sale. And as soon as they did that, a bunch of people canceled their subs, stopped buying shit.
You mean like this item that's in the vault still? The cabinet of virtue that should not be in the game whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why is that there? It's
was only offered for a special reason.
yes.
One time and one time only, but there it is.
So it's like, yes, get rid of the vault. Get rid of anything that is dated or anything that it was tied to a telethon or anything like that. All needs to be removed from the store. Create new assets and new seasonal stuff, and churn through that and create that rares market that you are then capitalizing off of.
Now let's take, say, Lord British items, for example. I just want to point something out here. Okay, now the Lord British items, they come up every single year, okay, and they're still in the store.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to actually disappear, I believe, today. So be expecting another patch, right? Let's go to the patch notes here, because down at the bottom it should tell us this. When to expect these to leave. Lord British rares should be down below this. Come on.
August 5th. Yeah, it should be going out today.
Should be leaving
So there
today,
should-
right? Yeah.
So there should be a patch to say these things are no longer in the store. And if you actually look at it, does have an expires in 1 hour 37 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, it does. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Same thing with the fireworks. Fireworks will be expiring 1 hour 36 minutes going out. But Lord British Rares. Let's take this for example. These are where most of the dated items come from. Now, if you wanted to consider
that are currently on sale.
yeah, if you really wanted to keep a rarity thing going here, I could see that, every year during Lord British's birthday, you put out maybe 5 bundles of one of every item that was ever made, and you do that as a giveaway for a chance to win those so that people still have an option to possibly get them in game. But to continue to sell them day in and day out, day in and day out for months on end,
Laz, I will disagree with you on the selling a bag that has a chance of giving one of the older items.
Not selling a bag. I'm saying every birthday celebration, Lord British pulls a raffle of 5 random people, and they win one of everything ever made Lord British. That's all.
Yeah.
So I mean, it keeps the rarity low, but still gives people a chance to get their hands on them.
Yeah, something. But yeah, it is one where it's like, this is a soapbox that we get in.
Yeah, I know. Wishful thinking,
all the
CC.
time.
Wishful thinking. I know. I'm just, yeah.
Well,
Throwing
eventually they will
stuff
remove
is-
head
yeah.
from ass. Eventually they will remove head from ass and realize, oh shit, this is how we're actually supposed to pay bills.
Well, as long as they're not, paying a full staff.
Oh, and Belladonna's like, and now those little brats in Castle Atos give out Lord British's cake, so don't need the whole cake. So they give out the cupcakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How often does that happen, Belladonna?
Yearly, monthly, whatever, every time the cake replenishes, probably. For that XP bonus. But yes, so if only someone was paying attention to how many people canceled their subs after they made the announcement about, hey, we're adding these new sub tiers. Maybe they should also be updating their PayPal to actually say Catnip Games instead of Portalarium.
Yes, Submarine Mike says Daily Quest sometimes gives them. He got one today.
Yeah.
Belladonna says not every time, but at least once or twice a week going on the quest. And of course, how many people actually eat that cake?
I don't.
I did when I first got mine, not too long ago. From that during his around the time of his birthday, it tastes like paste.
It tastes like paste.
Yes.
Lomir would know what paste tastes like too. Yeah.
Yep.
Submarine Mike says he does when he wants to raise a skill up.
Yeah, and we are going to be leaving that tab for the ETA on the new subscription tiers because, hey, weren't they supposed to just have one more meeting before they announced finalization plans?
One more meeting. One more meeting.
That was last Monday.
I don't know. Is that what he said?
I mean, isn't this like the one more meeting to release the Shroud 2024 plan roadmap.
Oh, that was one more meeting to find out whether we're actually going to do anything other than what we said we're going to do, which, of course, we know that's not going to happen.
So, I mean,
Yeah, all they're going to do is bump up the Kodos. I'll be surprised if they actually agree to bump up the Obsidian potions and or add anything else of worth of value, because that's what should be happening. These tiers should be going up incrementally in goodies as well as Kodo values, not just here's the same shit you get in the first tier, but we're just going to give you more Kodos and screw everything else. We just want more money out of you.
yeah. Well, well, I mean, so even today, I'm providing you the screenshots because I just logged on to check again on my page. I've got the start subscription if I go to the subscriptions, and still only the $9 version left.
Yes.
And so we are, 10 days after the release?
So far.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, 10 days out from the release.
11 days, 10 days, something like that.
Yeah, 11 days, but I mean, that would be. But I mean, 2 weeks is coming up on Thursday.
But will it get in this release? Will it get in this release?
Yeah.
Will it get in at all? Is the big question.
Well, I mean, time flies when you announce a fucking money-making, fund our efforts kind of thing, and you don't complete it.
Well, my curiosity really is how many people actually decided they were going to cancel and are sitting there waiting for the next one to come, and who are going to get screwed because it won't be in time.
Well, tomorrow is the renewal date for all of the original backers.
Actually,
all of the original subscribers.
That'll come sometime today, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I usually get charged today for it. So.
Yeah, but the rewards are delivered on the 6th.
Yeah.
Because that's the original date. From 2018. So 6 years ago is when they first added the subscriptions. Conjurer. I actually canceled, and when noticing that only the old sub was available, I resubscribed to not lose the continuous sub.
Yeah.
The question becomes one: did you resubscribe to Portalarium or Catnip Games? But will it come in? When will it come in? Those are the questions that only they can answer. Now, Laz, what do you want to move on to?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see what else we've got here to talk about today. How about Nimrod's chair?
You mean the chair not working properly?
I just
love
chair
not working properly.
I just love how how do we mess this up?
Crown Shop, Nimrod's chair is in the wrong place. The wooden lion chair appears in the signs outdoor decoration section. Whoopsies. Seriously, how do you do that? Outdoor
me.
decoration, signs.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you manage that, especially when it's not just an outdoor decoration? First off,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
pictured
but
in this picture, it's indoors.
yes,
First off,
it would qualify as a home decoration, right?
yeah, yes, absolutely.
And under home decorations, you have a problem with paintings and tapestries, floor coverings, and tabletop ornaments. Let's see. Would it go into furniture, seating, and beds? Maybe that would be the logical place to put it
Maybe it'd go
because
into
it is a
wearables.
chair.
Maybe it'd go into wearables because
Yeah,
when you're sitting in it, you're kind of
yeah.
wearing it.
Yeah.
Furniture assorted, maybe. I don't know.
No, furniture, seating, and beds. It
Yeah.
is seating. It is a chair because like
I,
footstools are in there
I
and
understand that,
Baroque
but
armchairs and armchairs, sofas.
my point being is we have furniture sets, we have furniture seating in beds, we have furniture tables, we have furniture assorted. Why do we need all those topics? It's all fucking furniture. Just put it on the fucking furniture. Why do we need 4 topics for, you know, assorted furniture or furniture seating in beds? I mean, or furniture sets,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
if you're looking for a like just a chair, I mean,
Well, then we should have it as chairs,
yeah,
couches, tables, lamps,
yes.
floor coverings, plants, tabletop, and everything should have its just own single, again, furniture sets, furniture seating in beds, furniture tables, furniture assorted. I mean, I don't get it, I don't get it.
Uh, oh,
So
yeah.
confused.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm so confused.
It's a Shroud logic problem.
Yes. Highly
If,
illogical.
if you have a chair, where would you put it in the store? I don't
Furniture?
know. Let's put it under outdoor decorations and signs. Shroud logic.
Like I said, it should go in wearables because when you're sitting in it, you're kind of wearing
It
it.
becomes part of your part of your body. Yeah. But yes, it's like, oh man. Yeah, it's like IKEA is worse. They would deliver it in pieces with a manual in Swedish. Yes,
At least
and
it
everything
comes
is
with a
named in
manual.
Swedish too. You're just there for the meatballs, aren't you?
Hot dogs.
I don't think I've ever actually been inside of an IKEA.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Well, I mean, there's one like an hour away from me, but it's
And now you got Tino wanting to run out and get some meatballs now.
Hey, yes. He want. Okay, too much walking to not find anything. Well, you're just window shopping. Make sure you be the person that bring in the extra arrows and change directions on things. But yes.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Conjurer. A lot of people don't realize that either. Because anyone can come in, but you
Or
have to follow the maze to get out again through the whole shop because there is no going back.
Or you can also be like every single OnlyFans model and do weird things in the aisles. But it's time for us to talk about some other Shroud logic.
You mean like try and
related
sleep
to-
there overnight, or
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Or use the toilets that aren't hooked up to anything. But someone was unable to place decorations right next to the avatar.
I don't know if we actually have time to do all that right now.
We got 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's got a related topic that goes on, and I have
Not able to talk to NPCs through yourself?
and I believe I know what the cause is, but again,
Okay.
it
Okay.
would take a little bit of
Did
time.
you want to go to talk about the PvP specific armor that is
Oh
only
yeah,
craftable at the Obsidian Forge?
let's talk
That
about that question
that got
about
shroud mathed?
obsidian armor.
Obsidian armor. Does obsidian armor give a physical damage reflect? It is mentioned in the description, but I remember an old post about it not working. I'm not sure how to test this.
Put said
Tirags,
armor on, go fight.
go fight. Yes. Greetings. Yes, it is working. It is hard to notice and looks a little odd in the logs, but for melee types attacks that land, you will see a corresponding damage taken line from a line or two above it in the log. If the melee attack is named, it will note the mob took damage from that attack. If it's not named, it just says they took damage. Here are some examples from recent battles. Ancient Yellow Dragon takes 125 points of damage. Ancient Yellow Dragon attacks and hits, dealing 623 critical damage. Ancient Yellow Dragon takes 9 points of damage. Ancient Yellow Dragon hits and takes 6 points of damage. And then, yes. And then followed by Bairn Doll. The Lonely takes 7 points from punch attacks, dealing. This is the fun part about like Shroud logic, right? The player is supposed to take the damage before the reflection, right? But in Shroud logic, the reflection occurs before the actual thing.
Shroud math, man. Shroud math.
Shroud math, yes. Personally, I love the obsidian armor and wish they would give us a chain recipe for it. I have wish listed it in the past. The tough bit is that it is so expensive to make, and with RNG masterworking the way it is, ruining a piece is sad, sad day. Or the fact that you have to go to the Obsidian Forge in order to craft it, and it was originally designed to be epic PvP gear, but got half-assed. Thank you, Tirag. I made some obsidian armor, but I keep the best pieces for myself and sell the remainder. I hope to get more on the market soon. But an obsidian chest is just insanely expensive when you consider the RNG. Because Shroud math.
Yeah, plus, don't you need like
Yes.
4 or 5 people to make one of those these days because it's impossible to use the forge?
That was back in the day. Now, if you had a kick-ass pet, I'm sure that it could actually handle it all.
I don't know. When was the last time you were down there? Last time
when
I
it
was
was
down
first
there,
introduced.
they upped those fire elementals big time, where it's just nonstop havoc with the fire elementals. And anybody got any info on that? Any updated info on that? Shout it out. Let us know.
Well, this was before people were using like the really good tamed creatures. So, yeah. Can you solo the Obsidian Forge now with a summon? Or do you actually still need other people to go with you for mediocre gear?
Not seeing any commentary on it whatsoever.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's because nobody goes to the Obsidian Forge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when was the last time you were down at the Obsidian Forge? I know it'd been years for me.
Like when it was first introduced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. People like Obsidian Forge. What's an Obsidian Forge? They don't even know it exists, probably.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And needed a 2 a month ago when he helped the player. So Andrew says, yes, you still need at least another player to help with the ads.
And Chandra hasn't been there yet.
Yeah. And Tina hasn't been there since they upped the shard cost. Yeah, not exactly a romantic destination, but it's time for us to start doing things to get out of Dodge there, Laz.
That's right. So it's time for us
And
to
that
close out.
We're
that
not.
includes
We're not in
opening.
Dodge. We're in Owl's Head. Duh.
Oh, maybe we're getting out of Al's head. It's time to open up a trade window with Lomir because Lomir won
The
my
Maynard.
bundle. And Lomir, did you want a copy of? Because you got a double win on my side. The Drug Dealer Simulator?
No.
Maynard's
You do
getting
not
my
want a
last
copy of
streamer
Drug
bundle.
Dealer Simulator? Okay, Knight Rider getting a copy of Drug Dealer Simulator.
Come on over, Maynard. I know you're working.
Because you too can have fun with that. How much is the Drug Dealer Simulator today? Yes, and then store. Drug Dealer Simulator, $20 on Steam. And there's a Drug Dealer Simulator 2 that's out.
Is that the actual name of it?
What, Drug Dealer Simulator?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the actual name of it. Oh, wait, sorry. That one went to the wrong link. Yeah, it is. Drug Dealer Simulator is still $20.
And the Oreos. Always good to see you. Closing the final giveaway of the day. Let's see who that winner is. Lomir. Lomir is going to be giving it up to somebody else. So let's go see what he's going to be giving up.
And it's just go ahead and pull another name. Because Lomir walked away.
Yeah. Going to be a copy of Untamed Tactics on Steam. That's going to be worth $19.99. And we know he's going to give it up. So
Yep.
we'll go, I wanted that. No. So final winner is going to be Long Live the Stymie, getting Untamed Tactics worth $19.99. So congratulations, Stymie. That's what you get from getting off work and coming right over here to hang out with us here on the NBNN lot. We do appreciate it. Enjoy your new Steam game. And of course, we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Until then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Lomir.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.